Hey, how's it going, guys? Just want to drop another very quick market update video and share with you guys some of the potential buying opportunities in the cryptos and also some really risky signals in the stock market. About 2 weeks ago, I made a market update video and shared with you guys the potential breakouts on Ethereum and Tesla that I was watching very closely. Right after I posted that video, as exactly what I predicted, both Ethereum and Tesla had a really strong breakouts. Over the past 2 weeks, Ethereum went up 48% and Tesla went up 12%. If you watch my last video and about Ethereum or Tesla at the breakout points I mentioned, big congratulations because that could be some really nice profit in such a short period of time. In general, I'm still pretty bullish on these two markets, especially on Ethereum. Of course, it won't be a straight line going up from here. There will be some minor pullbacks, but the one thing is certain is that the Ethereum bull run is officially back. As you may know, the biggest bullish catalyst for Ethereum right now is the EIP 1559 improvement protocol that happened on August 5th. Basically, what this EIP 1559 does to Ethereum is that it officially converted Ethereum from an unlimited increasing supply inflationary asset to a decreasing supply deflationary asset. This is a pretty big deal because what makes Bitcoin such a valuable store of value is the fact that the supply of Bitcoin is capped at 21 million coins. And right now, Ethereum is even better than Bitcoin in terms of the future supply. Of course, it will take a much longer time for the market to digest the impact of such protocol change to the Ethereum network, and especially right now, the biggest risk to Ethereum is the potential regulation that are coming from the SEC. So we should expect some pullbacks along the way in this bull run, but based on the current setup, every single pullback in the near future should be a great buying opportunity to add more Ethereum. Overall, I'm extremely bullish on Ethereum from both fundamentals and technicals at this point. Apart from Ethereum, Bitcoin is also having some extremely bullish setups right now. This is the Bitcoin daily chart. As we can see, since April, Bitcoin has formed this 4-month consolidation downtrend channel and found a very strong support buy zone at around 30,000. If you asked me 2 months ago, which was back in June, if I was bullish on Bitcoin or not, I would say fundamentally, yes, there's nothing major change on Bitcoin fundamentals, but the technical setup back in June didn't look very good. A lot of traders were saying Bitcoin was trying to form this giant head and shoulders pattern with the $30,000 key support buy zone as the neckline. Head and shoulders pattern is the classic bearish topping pattern that signals a potential massive trend reversal is coming. That is why over the past 2 months, I've been watching this support zone very closely because if the price breaks this support zone, then this head and shoulders pattern will be valid and the Bitcoin will most likely go a lot lower. However, the good news is, after testing this support zone 6 times, Bitcoin has successfully bounced back up since July 21st, broke out of this consolidation downtrend channel with a very strong momentum, and went up 48% in just 20 days. Apart from this breakout, there are also some other extremely important bullish signals on Bitcoin as well. First, right after Bitcoin broke this upper bound resistance level, we had our very first DMARC9 sell signal since the very beginning of this downtrend consolidation back in April. This is pretty significant because for the mass majority of the short-term traders, when the market is in a clear downtrend, an overbought sell signal is much more tradable than an oversold buy signal because nobody wants to bet against the trend. Also, on top of that, if we look closely, we can see that this DMARC9 sell signal appeared exactly around the upper bound resistance of this trend channel. In addition to that, if we draw the shoulder resistance line of this potential head and shoulders pattern, this DMARC9 sell signal appeared right on the top of the shoulder resistance line as well. So when there are so many sell setups coming together at one point, we should expect there will be a very high sell pressure to potentially drag Bitcoin back down to this downtrend channel and make it as a failed breakout. However, Bitcoin only corrected about 10% from this DMARC9 sell signal, find support at this resistance line, and successfully made a higher high. This is huge from technical perspective because such a bullish move after the DMARC9 sell signal not only confirmed that the breakout from this downtrend consolidation is successful, but also it confirmed that the previous bearish head and shoulders pattern is no longer valid. Bitcoin bull run is officially back. Second, if we add the 200-day moving average to this chart, we can see that Bitcoin not only survived this super dangerous DMARC9 sell signal, but also successfully find the support at a 200-day moving average and bounce back up with a higher high. The 200-day moving average line is a very significant line that a lot of institutional fund managers are watching. In fact, historically, whenever Bitcoin bounced back from its 200-day moving average, the average return over the next 6 months is a 193% with an 80% success rate. So this is also another extremely bullish signal for Bitcoin. And lastly, after the 20-day moving average crossed above the 50-day moving average on the 1st of August, we're potentially having a golden cross on Bitcoin pretty soon, which is the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average. A golden cross is one of the most bullish signals that can potentially create a massive uptrend. For example, the previous golden cross happened was back in May 2020, and after that golden cross, Bitcoin went up more than 660% in just 12 months. Although right now it hasn't crossed yet, all these bullish setups are showing us this potential golden cross will most likely happen pretty soon. And when that happens, we can expect a lot of buyers will jump in and push the price a lot higher. So this is definitely something that we should watch closely over the next couple of weeks. Alright, before we go, I do want to share with you guys one key risk in the stock market that deserves your attention, and it could potentially cause the next 10% correction or even more. And that risk is the potential rise on the long-term yield or the long-term interest rate. As we can see in this chart, since the early of this year around mid-February, the US stock market, which is heavily dominated by the high-growth tech stocks, has been pretty much traded inversely correlated to the US 10-year Treasury yield. When the yield goes down, the market goes up. When the yield goes up, the market struggles. So where the 10-year Treasury yield is going over the next couple of months will have an extremely significant impact on the stock market for the rest of 2021. And unfortunately right now, the setup for 10-year yield doesn't look very promising for the stocks. As we can see in this daily chart, after the 10-year yield broke both of the trend line and the 20-day moving average, it was supposed to enter a much stronger downtrend and go a lot lower. However, what happened was that it completed this very short-term double bottom and it bounced back up again. And right now, the 10-year yield is back to the trend channel, and also it came back above the 200-day moving average. It looks like it is trying to break this 50-day moving average pretty soon and eventually break out of the downtrend channel and back to trending up again. Although right now, it is still too early to tell if the 10-year yield will successfully break out of this short-term downtrend and make a new high, the probability right now is definitely much higher than a couple of weeks ago. So this is also something that you should be watching very closely over the next couple of weeks, especially if your portfolio is heavily weighted on the high-growth tech stocks. Overall, I'm still pretty bullish on the US stock market for the rest of the year. However, I do believe that the 10-year yield can go a lot higher from here, and it will create some pressure on the high-growth tech stocks for the rest of 2021. But it doesn't mean every single sector will suffer from a rising yield. In fact, there are actually some sectors can benefit from a higher yield. For example, the financial stocks and the oil stocks, which I'm still very bullish at this point. And for the second half of 2021, we could see another rotation from high-growth tech stocks back to financials and oil stocks. So if you are a short-term trader, this rotation from growth to value could create some trade opportunities, especially in the financial and energy sectors, because there will be a lot of speculations in these two sectors whenever the long-term yield is rising. But if you're a long-term investor, the coming potential pullbacks caused by the rising yield could give you some great buying opportunities at a lower price on some of the good quality high-growth tech stocks for the long-term investment. Anyways, I will keep watching 10-year yield and keep you guys updated. Whenever there is any sell signal or buying opportunity, I would definitely let you guys know as soon as possible. So please do me a favor and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my future market updates. Alright, that will be the end of this very quick market update video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.